Hello everybody, I hope you are enjoying your day so far. If it's nighttime, I hope you will be able to rest well later on. But today we are listening to a comeback, and I think this is a sub-unit group now that I am rereading the name of this group again, but let me know if I am incorrect. So we are listening to WJSN The Black. I remember their name is just WJSN, right? And now we have The Black, so I'm guessing it's a sub-unit because of that. I don't know anything about this group really. I know they have been in the K-pop industry for quite some time, and they have been quite popular. I think, are there some members from Produce 101 who's in this group? I'm not 100% sure, but let me know. But today we are listening to a song called Easy. Super easy. What is easy? I don't know. So I also think The Black seems like this unit has a darker image, perhaps, and maybe no candies and cotton candies and bubbles and confetti maybe in this MV, but we'll check it out and find out very soon. Last time I checked, their views were in the millions, so I guess that's very promising, that's very nice. And so let's enjoy Easy by WJSN The Black. Oh, I just realized the members' names are on the bottom as well. I've heard of their names before. Okay, let's enjoy.
춤하면 되니까 널 grab it in 달콤한 말을 빼일 거야 이 이끌림은 어떤 속일 수야 가능 미치는 반점 네가 미치는 곳을 골라 Oh my, maybe you design me 뜬 눈으로 밤새 I'm not done yeah yeah 이런 게 나타워 눈치 따윈 보지 않아 이제 너를 내게 맡겨 벌써부터 놀라지 마 시작도 안 했어 난 지켜봐 just you and I It's so easy 널 사로잡을 move 널 사로잡을 move It's so easy 원하면 가져 난 So easy I'll make you look good for you I'll make you look good for you I will make you look good for you I'll make you look good for you I'll make you look good for you Oh, you know
Ah, Oh, they're under Starship Entertainment? Oh, okay. I did not know that. Learning something new each day. Okay, so I thought I understood the storyline until certain bits and pieces of the story showed up or happened, so I will definitely need your help. And I feel like this is a very different style than the songs that WJSN usually had in the past, so it's nice to change it up and have a darker, smexier concept than before. But let's talk more from the beginning. All right, so the first two scenes we see, so there are a total of four members in this unit, and two of them are kind of like the detective or the policeman, and the other two are brought into the room to kind of like, share what they notice and just share. And two of them were like, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to play around and like eat my chocolate. And so it had that tension between like good and evil, kind of like the policeman versus the cops, or maybe Tom and Jerry if we think more childishly, but not exactly, right? Kind of more like what is going on and we need to solve it. And then we go into this room, which is O3 National Museum, and it looks like the main target, the main object that someone wants to steal is this picture, this portrait right here. And so we, sorry, if something popped up here. So this is kind of like what they want to steal, and then all of a sudden turned into black. So when they took a picture, it turned into black, which was a very interesting way of transitioning, just because that's their name as well. Oh, I'm realizing they do give us the setting for every part. Now we're at the police office, and then we're back. So there's a lot of singing and dancing, which is great. And there's also a storyline from time to time. The two members are trying to uncover and figure out what is happening, what's going on. Let's discover and capture, the thief or the criminal before it actually happens. And then we also see a lot of the choreography. Very slick, smooth, and they are dressed up more in a detective way or in a darker way, not as summery or spring as, in the past that they've had. Like I said, I don't know much about them, but I remember listening to some of their songs, which are more upbeat and lively. And so they are able to, sing in a different way as well, which matches the storyline. And they just have a lot of materials, but they just can't figure out what's going on. And I also want to say, their hairstyles are very nice for this specific outfit with this hairstyle. I like it where she kind of had a really tight ponytail, and then everyone else had some loose ends, like, dangling. And then this is an interesting looking not braid, sorry. My hair is usually short, as you can see, so I don't really know what you can do with your hair when it's long, but you can put it up in a bun, and that's also a fancy, cool way of putting it up. There's also a lot of close-ups, which is nice. It's helpful for me to know who is who, and also a lot of still pictures or scenes where we just see them staring, and not a whole lot of facial expressions necessarily, but looking blank. And I'm just talking about when they're at the police station. But when they're dancing and singing, they definitely have a lot more expressions there. So they're looking at each other. One is partying, maybe doing something that they shouldn't be, and then the other is like the policeman investigating and checking and seeing what's up. So again, it's just stillness right there, and kind of growing that tension, even though they aren't doing a lot, or they're not doing much except those behind them. And so playing with movement is very interesting and kind of the key for this MV when it comes to the storyline. And then they dressed up in larger suits in blue, contrasting with the dancer in the background in white. And so they also had different hairstyles. Her hair was completely braided, and you can even see their hair is dancing. Very impressive. And also her bun is up in another way, or another girl has her hair up in another way. So it's just very pretty, different every time, and we are able to see, how the stylists style them, and they just look gorgeous in every I guess, outfit. Then we see a member calling, gathering some numbers, but it seems like she's lost, same as the other policeman, not really getting much. And then we also see her finally rapping. She has a pretty good rapping voice too, and they are paired up, maybe the policemen together and then like the thieves together. And so they have some close-up times. We see the story transitioning to the climax of like getting ready to steal. One is going to clip and maybe send something, and then the other is going to steal the picture with some dancing in between as well. And we also, at the end, starting from here, they all covered up their faces, and I was like, what's going on? Is it just because it's more for like the fashion sense or just for the style? But then later on, I see her kind of giving up, same as the other detective, just burning everything up, kind of like giving up. And in the end, we see all four of them partying and like playing with all the money they stole and just, making them fly. So I wasn't sure, like, wait, did the policeman also turn to the dark side and also, like help them with stealing or let them steal? And then in the end, they all got the money. I wasn't sure because that part was not easy to figure out. So I was wondering if you can share your thoughts about the ending. Like, did the policeman give up and move on? And so the other two, I guess, thieves were successful in stealing. But there were also snippets of all four of them partying and enjoying the money. They were sleeping on it. So I wasn't sure. I thought it was an easy storyline, but then it got a little more complicated. So anyways, that's what I noticed, and it feels like a little more southern western feel just because of the sunset, of the cowboy hats, and also that car we saw before. So yeah, it has that hint of like mystery, and it was fun. I wanted to know what happened next, and we are slightly left hanging as to if they were officially successful. I'm guessing they were, since they, suitcase their money away, but I thought, it was a little twisty, and that was enjoyable as a storyline. Choreography, like I mentioned slightly before, you have to be very flexible. You need to dance in a very smooth way. I don't think I can pull it off. First of all, my waist isn't very flexible either, and there are lots of like hip waist movements as well as just looking elegant. And so yeah, I hope they will continue to do well and continue on with this concept, as I think it's quite suitable for the members, at least in this unit, the Black. So I hope they will continue to keep this unit, as well as if they have other units, maybe they can portray different themes or styles as well. So thank you so much for watching this with me. I hope you will continue to support WJSN and enjoy Easy. It looks like they have the first single album, so if there are other songs you recommend, please let me know and I'll hop onto it and enjoy it as well. Thank you so much, and I'll see you another time. Goodbye. I think this is like a signature move. Goodbye.